Alright everybody, are we live? Give me a second. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Are we streaming? We are streaming, but YouTube. Give me a second everybody. Alright, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Mike, the FX boss, and I'm looking for trader. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. John, Paul, Todd, Marcus, James. Wow, James, long time no see. Jean-Paul, how are you? Maxine. Alright, everybody. Yes. Okay, alright, everybody. Never forget, trading is a learnable skill. The goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years, everybody, on average, alright? In an institutional way. What does this mean? You know, you are first an analyst, everybody, and then you become a trader, right? Step by step by step. Okay? Never forget, everybody, you're going to graduate from this course when, number one, you have your charts set up and ready for trading. Are you building your charts, everybody? I mean, this is advanced, right? This is when we finish the course, Forex course 101. You would have something like this, right? You would have a system of colors, maybe, you know, but anyway, you need to have the monthly, weekly, daily, you know, you need to have the 4 time frames. Now you don't need to use support, resistance, pivot points, everybody. Fibonacci is coming in about 2 weeks. Next week we're going to finish candlestick formations, and then we're going to go to the Fibonacci's, alright? Okay, everybody, are you building your charts? We're still on candlestick formations. Today we have bearish. Today we have bearish candlestick formations. Okay. Number 2, you have a strategy in place. You understand why you win, why you lose, and you understand how probabilistic thinking affects your strategy. Alex, how is your strategy doing on YouTube? Number 3, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Meaning you are going to become at least 60% effective as an analyst, everybody. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We're here to learn. Alright, and for questions and homeworks or the free, everybody, the free manual, which is this one, okay, send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com. Just send an email now. Oh, boss, send me the manual. By the way, manual is courtesy of 2 previous student traders, Shola and Ernesto. And everybody connect on Teams, alright? We have a community on Teams. It's for free, doesn't cost you a cent. Okay, most of you guys are already in Teams. Alex from YouTube, Olga from YouTube, you know, student traders, Shantana from YouTube, okay? You can talk to advanced traders, you can talk to Heraldo too. Okay, everybody. And we are in the midst of the course, everybody. Learn how to make big money as a trader, okay? In fact, 90% of professional traders don't make big money. Okay, it's factual. Not everybody is a rock star. Not everybody is a superstar. Okay, and next month, talking about January 2006, we are going to have the Lazy Crypto Portfolio course. Now I don't have the time. I don't have the date yet. Okay, so what do we have today? We have how to trade bearish candlestick formations. Everybody type in the chat a currency pair and the time frame that it's in a downtrend. Okay? Try to find the currency pair and or if not, I'm going to go with a simple one, you know. I believe I don't have it in here, but I believe USD CHF, it's in a downtrend. Give me a second, I'm going to check. There is no right or wrong, you can, sure. Everybody, type in the chat a currency pair, alright, and a time frame that you believe it's in a downtrend. So I'm going to go USD CHF, and I'm going to go USD CHF, and I'm going to go USD CHF, and I'm going to go USD CHF, not market wave, downtrend, and I'm going to save it in here, save, so it's 0. I don't have USD CHF, it's missing. I have NZD, USD, USD CAD, and USD CHF. I'm missing it. Give me a second. Yeah, it changed the layout. Forex changed the layout a little bit. So give me a second. I need to go down to here and USD JPY, USD CAD, NZD, USD. Give me a second. 0, 0. USD CAD. I don't have USD JPY. I do have, okay, so one more, right? It's missing, so USD JPY 2. USD, we're going to give precedence for student traders on YouTube, everybody. USD JPY. Give me a second. USD JPY. I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, everybody. Type in the chat a currency pair and the time frame you believe it's in a downtrend. Okay. Everybody, give me a second, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, everybody, sorry about that. Yeah, there it's a rain here, right? Heavy storm. Okay, this is USD JPY. I need to, let's go here and save USD JPY. Okay, everybody, if you have problems, some of you are on Teams. If you have problems, everybody, issues, type on Teams, Olga, right? If you cannot, on Alex. If you cannot, type on YouTube. Okay, everybody, so we're going to open USD CHF, just an example, or any other currency pairs if you want. Alright, and then open the manual, everybody, like this. You know, remember those pictures are from the internet, just find one that you understand. Hello Olga, how are you? And give me a second, let's see how are we positioned with the daily. Give me a second, everybody, how are we positioned with the daily? Daily maybe, would daily be alright, you know, daily chart, alright. Daily chart, we're going to do like this, everybody. Okay, so back in time, everybody, do we agree that USD CHF was making higher highs, higher lows back in time? Do we agree that, and then it should out? It's just an exercise, right? You are learning concepts anyway, everybody. Okay, and you can type any. Sure, we're going to wait for YouTubers, everybody, first. Student traders on YouTube, okay. Type in the chat a currency pair and a time frame that you believe it's in a downtrend. Alright, we are going to see how candlestick formations work now on USD CHF. Alright, just an example. Next week we are going to talk about how to form your strategy, everybody. We're going to bring a document online, okay, just for you to have an idea, right? How to build a strategy, you know. No, you don't need to have a strategy per se, you know. I'm giving you 15 strategies in the Forex course 202, the advanced institutional trader course, everybody, but nevertheless, you must build your own strategy. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You know it's not going to work, right? You've been copying strategies, buying signals, buying robots, buying expert advisors. You've been copying strategies. You know it's not working, right? For one strange reason, for you it's not working. It's working for it's working for the other guys, but not for you, right? There is a logic behind, everybody, makes sense? There is a logic behind why this happens and so on. Alright, so full screen and I'm not alright, finally. Can I move it? Give me a second, everybody. Alright, do we agree that this is the back in time the market broke this trend line? Okay. And as always we are going to put down some rules. Alright, give me a second. So Forex course 101 trading rule, not charting, trading rule. This is for the beginner analysts. Alright, everybody, you're not a trader yet, you're an analyst, okay? In a downtrend, I am going to sell bearish candlestick formations. Exactly, it's the opposite from the last class, you know. And never buy bullish candlestick formation. Alright, everybody, no, this is not a strategy, this is a concept. You are learning how to learn probabilities, everybody. Does this make sense? You are learning how to understand probabilities. Strategy without understanding probabilities is not going to work. Boss, nobody told me this exactly. This is something that is not taught online, not on YouTube at least. Make sense? Without you learning how to understand probabilities, you know, what are probabilities? The strategy, whatever strategy, is not going to work for you. Todd is asking, why not, boss? Todd on Teams, why not, boss? Because you are going to believe that everything is the same. You are going to believe that every candlestick formation is the same. You are going to believe that every trend line is the same. You are going to believe that every trend is the same. You are going to believe that every setup is the same, which is not. Therefore, you are going to believe that all probabilities are the same. You cannot make mega millions if you believe that everything is the same. This is science. This is scientifically proven. This is also math. Does this make sense? You cannot make mega millions if you believe that every setup is the same. Why not? Because you are going to risk the same risk. Makes sense, everybody? We are not saying right or wrong. We are not saying right or wrong. We are sharing concepts. Alright? One of my friends, Lance, he's telling openly, you know, that for you to make a Lambo, you must risk a Lambo. Alright? So how can you risk a Lambo if you believe everything is the same, every setup is the same? That's the logic behind, right? Okay, everybody, back to the lesson. If not, we're going to talk here about Forex Course 202 instead of Forex Course 101, right? How to trade bearish candlestick formations. We are going to learn how to trade bearish candlestick formations, timing indicator. Alright. So we are here now, everybody. We're going to, so the market broke the uptrend, right, and start to making lower lows, lower highs. Agreed, everybody? So here we're going to do like this. And now we are going to one more time, full screen, give me a second to clone. Alright, so we are here and we're going to zoom in, make it bigger. Alright, so we are in a down, oops, my bad, so I need a downtrend line. I need to have a downtrend line like this, right, everybody? Okay, so here is the downtrend line. We're going to delete the uptrend line, not to mess with our brains. Okay, so this is the first one. The market is falling, falling, falling. Bullish, bearish, candlestick formation. 1, 2, 3. Going sideways. Now, manual is going to be like this, everybody. Give me a second. Alright. Now, it's just an example how to practice, right? Yes, we can do like this, everybody. Maybe a little bit less. Alright, there you go. Would this on the right be a bearish candlestick formation, everybody? Would this be a bearish candlestick formation? There is no right or wrong. What do you think? What do you think, everybody? Hedge fund trader Olga, would this candle here on the right be a bearish engulfing candle? Maybe, just maybe. Question number 1, everybody, is this a bearish candlestick formation? And question number 2, would you enter the market? And we're going to do like this and like this, and we're going to do like this, and then we're going to do like this, and now we are going to move it. Alright, give me a second. There you go. So we are here, right? We are here, give me a second. Alright. There is no right or wrong. Yes, could be one. Okay, would you short it, everybody? And as always, where would you put the stop loss? Would you put the stop loss above the bearish candlestick formation, or would you put the stop loss above the downtrend line? And whatever you choose, it's a rule. You must do it always. Okay? You cannot pick and choose rules. You cannot pick and choose stop losses. Whatever you decide must be always. You cannot say, oh, today I'm going to put the stop loss above the candlestick formation, and tomorrow, oh, today I'm going to put the stop loss above the uptrend line. This would be wrong from the institutional way of thinking, institutional trader way of thinking. And some of you are in the advanced course, you know why, because you need to collect samples in the future. Alright? We're missing Alex. Where is Alex today? Alex from India. Shall we set up a small strategy before entering, similar to what we did with the bullish candlestick formation last week? There is no right or wrong, Olga. Great question. There is no right or wrong. Sure. Everybody, would you enter? Olga is asking, should we enter with the counter trend line break, which you don't have it now, right? There is no right or wrong, everybody. You can trade candlestick formations, or you can trade candlestick formations after the counter trend line break. Okay. How many of you online, everybody on YouTube, you know, would you short this market, short this candlestick formation, you know? Well, those 1 to 3, if you ask me, this is an example of bearish engulfing, you know, it's not the best one, but it engulfed the previous 2 candles. Okay, stop loss above the trend line. Alright, risk reward ratio, Olga, it's what? 1-4. So the close was here, everybody. So this is Olga risk. I'm going to color code this in red. Give me a second. I will check the smaller time frame, 1 hour, like we did the last week. Well, we're on the daily. Why would you check the smaller time frame? 1 to 1.5, very good. 1 to 1.5. Everybody, why would you check the smaller time frame? You need to know the why, right? Oh, let's check the, so we're on the daily, let's check the weekly. Why would you want to check the weekly? There is no right or wrong anyway. You know? Okay, let's see how this is going to play out, everybody. 1 going down, going up. Everybody still going down. 1, 2, 3. We're checking. What now? Is this another bearish candlestick formation? 1, 2, 3. Would you enter in here, everybody? Those 3. Those 1, 2, 3. It's a perfect example of the textbook, the bearish evening star, right? And now you don't need to remember the names, but you have here the bullish candle. You know, we talked about pressure, bullish pressure, bearish pressure. We talked about decision, indecision. So you have bullish, strong decision, doji in between, small decision, and then bearish, strong decision. This would be, you know, considered the bearish evening star, right? Boss, are all the candlestick formations the same? What's the answer? Todd, I see you're thinking, Todd. Yes, the bearish candlestick formation. I will enter. Alright, Olga is going to enter the second time. Everybody, Olga, do you want again the stop loss right above the trend line, like in here, 1 to 1.5. So everybody, of course, not all candlestick formations are the same, right? Yeah, thank you very much. It's 1 to 1.5. Yes, thank you very much. There you go. Alright, just graphically, right? 1 to 1.5. Alright, everybody, clone. Okay, last class on Thursday, Olga and Alex were winning, like was 3-0, right? Or 4-0. Let's see how this is going to play out. And sideways and going down. Everybody see 1, 2, 3. You know, this is the white one here. You know, this would be maybe just the bearish shooting star, kind of. You know, not the perfect one, but still. Let's see how this is going to play out. Sideways, going down, down, up against us, market down. All right. So this one, everybody too, seen here. This would be what is considered the bearish dark cloud cover. Those two, you know, the picture says close of the bearish candle must be beyond 60% of the U-turn of the bullish candle, whatever this must say, you know. And going down, give me a second, bam. So Olga today 1-0. So the first trade was a winner, everybody. Now let's see the second trade. Sideways, going up against us. One more waiting. Alright, what about this one, everybody? Do you believe that those 1, 2, 3, it's a bearish candlestick formation? And if you say yes, would you enter the market? Counter trend line break. Not a counter trend line break yet on this one anyway. John's strategy is going to be next week, alright? There are multiple variables that you can implement in the strategy. I cannot tell you what to do. We can talk concepts. Yes, you can encompass all the rules. example, Todd is asking for an example, would be I'm going to sell bearish candlestick formations in a downtrend with the, so bearish candlestick formation, downtrend, counter trend line break, past resistance, example. So you have 4 variables to think about. The fifth one too, are you going to enter only extensions or are you going to trade extensions and retracements? Hello Alex, how are you? Alex, would you enter this next one? You know, similar to the previous one, right? Similar to the previous one, you know, those 1, 2, 3, you know, this would be like of the bearish shooting star, you know, strong bearish pressure, you know, like, and then market's falling down still. Alex, you are late, Olga already won 1. Alex, do you want to enter this bearish candlestick formation here? Alright, now pay attention everybody, for the ones who are using the, it went down already, so good. The ones who are using the trend line, edit, extend on the right. So here the market was falling down, right? Everybody, now pay attention, this is your entry, you know, this is your stop loss above the downtrend line, you know, 1 to 1 and a half, right? Clone, just graphically, you know, more or less 1 to 1 and a half. No, we are not saying right or wrong. There is no right or wrong, everybody, on how you do what you do now. The statistics is going to show you what is what, right? Alex, do you want to enter? Yes, everybody connect on Teams if you want to talk to each other. Alex and Olga already talking to Melissa, Mattia, Douglas, Heraldo, you know. Hopefully you are learning, everybody. Olga and Alex on YouTube, did you learn anything from the Big Money course? What did you learn? What are you learning? You know. This is a glimpse on the understanding why 90% of world population fail in trading, even though it's a learnable skill. And now we have social proof, Heraldo, the electrician, Melissa, the farm girl, Douglas is cleaning swimming pools. All of those guys are consistently profitable. Plus Heraldo, it's up 100% for the year. Okay, everybody? All of those all of those accounts are verified. You can call the guys. They can open accounts. They can show you, you know. Learning a lot. Enter, alright? Alex, where do you want the stop loss? Do you want the stop loss above the downtrend line, or do you want the stop loss, on the candlestick formation? Olga, yeah, I might not like it, but I'm learning. I might not like it what you guys are telling there, but I'm learning, you know. That's the truth, right? Everybody, not judging anybody, because we're all the same psychologically. What was Mattia's mistake? And not mistake in terms of judging, you know, it's all educational. But I am almost 3 years in the advanced course and I'm not making it. I have no strategy, I have no samples, you know, and I'm a freaking engineer. Very smart. Alex saying above the trend line, sir. Alright, all good. So let's see how this is going to play out, everybody. We have the second trade of Olga and the third trade from Olga and Alex. The market is going down and sideways and down and going down almost there. Everybody can see one more here. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Olga says, those are life experience from real people from our learn. What was the specific mindset, everybody? Some of you are planning to, I mean, some of you are already, but some of you maybe in the future are planning to come Forex course 202. You know, there is a specific mindset who prevents you from learning. We're all the same. It took me 5 years after being an institutional trader. You know, it took Geraldo 8 years. You know, it took Melissa 1 year, 1 year and a half. But Melissa was trading before for 10 years. You know. Alex and Olga, what is the mindset that prevents us from homeostasis? General word. Arrogancy, everybody. Don't be arrogant as a trader. Okay? Me and Mattia, I'm the number one. We are arrogant. Some of us, we are conscious about being arrogant. Some of us are not conscious. Arrogancy is the test of how coachable you are. Don't be arrogant. Oh, I'm going to make it in 1 year. Maybe not. Oh, I'm going to be better all those guys. Maybe not. You know? Makes sense, everybody? Don't be arrogant. I had class with Mattia yesterday and he was telling me that all of his life he was an overachiever, overperformer. Makes sense? Everything, like, even in sports he was an overachiever, overperformer. Everything happened quickly. You know? He put just to work and there are the results. Very arrogant. Alright, everybody? Don't be arrogant. If you're arrogant, you are not going anywhere in this business. Stubborn also could be, exactly. You know? But arrogancy, you know? Not uncommon, but still it's learning, right? Okay, everybody, back to candles, you know, bearish. This is also another one, bearish candlestick formation. This would be also considered, you know, the bearish shooting star kind of, you know, or a mix, you know, to bearish shooting star, also bearish engulfing candle, you know, this blue engulf the previous one. So let's see how this is going to go. And going against us, give me a second, going against us, and one more, everybody give me a second, counter trend line, right, waiting for one more. Oh, alright, everybody. Now this is a nice example, everybody. The market broke the downtrend line. The market broke the downtrend line, everybody. What do you want to do? Olga says yes, sell. Are you sure? The third one. There is no right or wrong, everybody. Do you want to sell the red arrow? Set up bearish candlestick formation. See, Todd was asking, is every candlestick formation the same? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Boss, I don't get it. You need to learn to understand probabilities. You are not going to win just because you see bearish candlestick formation. There are specific areas on the chart. There are specific areas on the trend. There are specific areas on market structure. There are specific areas on support, resistance, pivot points that is going to change the probability. Alex and Olga, just confirm to me, type in the chat, yes, sell the red arrow, so just for me to understand. Or you can say, no, 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 don't sell the red arrow, because the stop loss goes above, somewhere above in here, you know, but the market broke the downtrend line. There is no right or wrong. What are you going to do? Olga is smart. No, I don't want to sell. Okay. Now, what do you want to do with your third trade, everybody? Do you want to close the third trade for the market not to stop you out on the full stop, or do you want to stay in the trade? And this is a question of trade management now. You can build a rule in the strategy like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and that, but if the market breaks the trend line, then I'm going to close the trade. Example of the rules. That's why some traders are using indicators, the moving average or the exponential moving average. You know, they don't want to chart trend lines. There is no right or wrong. And they would say, oh, if the market goes above 200 or 100 or 50, you know, or moving average crossover, the popular 8 and 21 cross, then you say, well, I'm going to get out of the trade, and alright. Olga says, close the trade. Very good. Okay, now everybody, you were risking one, alright, and you profit, everybody, with half. What you must do in the next instance, Olga and everybody else, talking about trading, trade management, everybody. So I'm talking about this trade still opened, the second trade of Olga's, everybody. You know, I was risking €1, $1, 1 Bitcoin, 1 Lambo, 1 Aston Martin car, whatever, you know, and I made half, right? Or if I close this one, Alex, what do you want to do with this trade? Do you want to get out with a small loss instead of the full loss? Boss, what should we do? I don't know, it's your strategy. I don't know, I cannot tell you what to do, it's your strategy, everybody. Yeah, I have a trade management system, sure, which is nothing special. We're going to learn when it comes to indicators. But I don't, you must understand, everybody, not every setup is the same, makes sense? You're going to manage some trades, but you're also not going to manage some trades. Example, right? There is no right or wrong. Example, right? Just an example. We are not managing the big position trades. Okay? Example. You know, I mean, there is no right or wrong. Whatever, exactly. Alex, I will stay. Alright, so let's see how this is going to play out, everybody. The market is going up and up and up, and consolidation sideways, and bam! Going down. Alright. What are you going to do in here, Olga? Do you want to re-enter, everybody? I mean, this is an easy one, right? This is the bearish engulfing candle. Can you see the big one? You know? Do you want to enter again, everybody? We have a counter trendline break and bearish engulfing candle. Would you enter again? There is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. Okay. Bearish engulfing candle. Yes, enter. Alex want to enter. Stop loss goes where? We don't have a downtrend line, everybody, so the stop loss goes above the candlestick formation, Alex, if you want. Above this one. Olga 2. If you want, we can do 1 to 1.5. Okay, and change the colors. Give me a second, everybody. 1 to 1.5. And clone. And one more time, clone, and 50%. Give me a second. There you go. Okay. I should charge you money for this lesson, alright? Everybody, it's for free for you. Give it a like on YouTube. Bring your friends and family. Okay? I should charge you for what I'm going to tell you right now. Is this entry, does this entry have the same probability compared to the other entries? This is what Todd was asking before on Teams. Does this bearish candlestick formation have the same probability, everybody, compared to the previous bearish candlestick formations? Look at the chart. Does this bearish candlestick formation, yes, this is a bearish engulfing candle, make no mistakes. Does this bearish engulfing candle has the same probability compared to the previous ones? No, the trade not have the same probability as it broke the trend line. So what does this mean? Should you risk less? Should you risk more? Should you even risk anything? Should you even enter the trade? Olga is smart, everybody. Olga is smart. The market broke the downtrend line. This candlestick formation set up right now, it's above the downtrend. We don't know, it's a guessing game, right? We don't know what is going to happen. Alex says, no, not the same. So, do you want to get out of the trade, everybody? You're in the market, you have the first candle, you have the second candle, you know? Alex says, well, risk less. Exactly, there is no right or wrong. But does it ring the bell, everybody, about probabilities and the understanding that not every setup is the same? I don't care, you can bring Warren Buffett and Donald Trump to this class. They are going to say the same. Not every setup is the same in terms of probabilities. Not every candlestick formation is the same. Not every trend is the same. Not every Fibonacci is the same. There are specific areas on the charts. This is one you're learning right now. This candlestick formation, it's above the downtrend line. The previous candlestick formations were below the trend line, the downtrend line. Exactly, the problem is we can still win. This is the retail trader issue, everybody, not the institutional trader, the understanding. I'm going to do something, I'm going to risk too much based on probabilities, and I'm going to win. And this homeostasis picks up, oh, this is easy. This is easy, right? There is 90% failure rate amongst doctors, lawyers, movie stars, business owners, Uber drivers, gardeners. Japan, Alaska, Croatia, Finland, Italy, Brazil, USA, Canada, and you say, oh, this is easy. You know, 90% of people fail and, oh, this is easy. See, everybody, how arrogant we are. This is being arrogant. Just because you win one, I don't know, right? Olga, do you want to proceed, or do you want to risk less, or do you want to get out of the trade? Hedge fund trader Olga, do you want to stay in the trade or get out of the trade? Everybody, some of you are analysts, right? Everybody, partner with Julius. Alright, tomorrow Julius is going to be live, everybody. Okay. Partner with Julius, you know. It's just not night, just for night, but he's night. So trade with him, join his sessions, talk about trading, like, oh, what if I buy this? What if I buy that? Where should I put the stop loss? Where should I put the take profit? What do you think about this probability? What do you think about that probability, everybody? Make sense? Partner with Julius. That's why we have him on the show. We can proceed, but with less risk. Alright, let's see how this is going to happen. And sideways and going down, going down, going down, and sideways. And everybody, would this be another candlestick formation in here? Counter to endline break. Would this be another candlestick formation? Would this be the bearish engulfing candle? 2 white and 1 down, 1 more. Yes, I listen sometimes to some of his trading classes. Join him live, everybody. Try to trade. I mean, you're still an analyst. Okay? As an analyst, you are going to win on the direction. Okay? As an analyst, you're going to win on the... If you got the direction right, you're going to win. Okay? Forex course 101, student traders, beginners, you're not there yet. Forget about risk management models and such. Strategies, you know, set and forget strategies. But you can partner up with Julius and try to win on the direction, no? Yes, enter, Alex, alright. Alex is going to enter again, so it's going to be 1 to 1.5 here, and clone, and down, give me a second, and clone, and down, 1 to 1.5, right? Okay, let's see how this is going to play out, everybody. Olga, do you want to enter too? Alex is now in 3 trades. You know, Olga won 2 so far, and those are the 3 trades, everybody. One, two, three, bam! Well, I showed too much already, right? I'm sorry, Alex, you were stopped out. Alex, so far 1 for the market, 0 for Alex. You were stopped out, Alex. Going forward, 1, 2, 3. If you don't know, everybody, wait for the next candle, wait for the next candle, and I wait for the next candle, wait for the next candle. Bam! What about this one? Counter to endline break. Okay. If you would enter with Alex, Olga, you would lose 2, 1. What about the next one, everybody? Would you enter in here? There is no right or wrong. Alex, Olga, and everybody else online, would you enter this one? Stop loss up in here, 1 to 1. You know, and take profit. Just graphically 1 to 1.5. Give me a second. I need to click in here and clone. 1 to 1.5, 1 to 1.5. There you go. Enter, enter. Let's see how this is going to play out. And going down, moving forward, almost there. Bam. So Alex and Olga won on their trades. So this was a loser, this was a winner, this was a winner. Congratulations, we're still this one. Let's see what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3. We're below the trend line, right? Back again, everybody. You know, what do we need to do now? Everybody, when this happens, from the trend line lessons, what do we need to do with the trend line when this happens? You need to readjust it, exactly. You need to take this trend line and readjust it, right? Okay, everybody, readjusting the trend line. I need to build another one, so now from here to here, there you go. Trend line readjusted, back to class. How to trade bearish candlestick formation in a downtrend, 1, 2, 3. Everybody, is this a bearish candlestick formation? Readjust, exactly. Trend line in here and another counter trend line, maybe, you know. Do you want to enter this one, everybody? This would be the bearish dark cloud cover. Break even, it's not going good today, huh, Alex? On Thursday was LX3 market 0. Today it's, you know, one winner, one loser. You know, there is no right or wrong anyway. Would you enter this candle? Everybody, we have 5 more minutes. Do you want to enter this bearish candlestick formation? Boss, why it took Melissa only 1 year and Mattia 3 years and Geraldo 8 years? Great question, ask Melissa. Talk to the guys, ask Melissa, ask Geraldo, talk to Mattia. Olga, yes, would enter. Alex, would you enter, Alex? Now remember, today the stop loss goes above the, whoa, I don't have it. What happened? Stop loss goes above the trend line, right? Stop loss goes, stop loss, everybody, from this entry would go from here to here above the downtrend line. Clone 1 to 1.5 again, and clone 1 to 1, whoops, 1 to 1.5, just graphically, you know, something like this. No entry for me, of course not. You've seen the future market moving up. And what about this one, Alex? Would you enter this one? 1, 2, 3. Would you enter this one? Remember, everybody, in the Forex course 202, the Advanced Institutional Trader course, whatever rules you might have, you must enter. Okay, fair enough. You cannot pick and choose setups, you cannot pick and choose entries. This is the difference in understanding from an institutional trader compared to a retail trader. Make sense, everybody? Oh, I'm going to enter. Oh, here I'm not going to enter. Okay, everybody, let's see how this is going to end up. Okay, just quickly, you know, sideways, you know, and consolidation, moving up against us, you know, still moving up against us, moving up against us, up and down, up and down. Olga, what they want to do? Alex, enter, alright. Alex and Olga, the market is above the downtrend line again. Do you want to exit? Stop loss above trend line, we have it. Stop loss, it's up in here. Stop loss, it's up in here. Almost there. Do you want to get out with the small loss, or do you want to wait for the market to take you out? Close the trade. Alright, Olga is closing the trade. By the way, the previous trade, right? So that this one is still there, you know, moving down, almost give us profits, you know, and bam, you know, exit. Congratulations, right? And then the market went up. Can you see, everybody? Market up, 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 up. Can you see what the market does? you know, this is not so many of you guys are typing on Teams, boss, what's happening with the market? Because it's going to make a higher high, stop you on the trend or whatever, and then it's going to make a lower low. This is how this market works. Nothing wrong with that. Make sense, everybody? You need to chart relevant highs and lows exactly. Okay, patterns so far. Before we finish for today, right, is the understanding that not every setup is the same. Alright? And if this is the market structure, everybody, if this is the market structure or so-called the market wave, you are going to have a loser. You are going to have, everybody, template. Give me a second. I need to click, right click, extend. Even if you are going to do the correcting, you are going to have the predictable loser at the end of extension, because the market is going to push from the uptrend to the downtrend, and then you are going to have the predictable loser, which is going to be end of retracement, because the market is going to move from the downtrend to the uptrend. Okay? I need you to make those losers okay. If you can spot them, good. If you don't spot them, good too. Make sense? Of course, better to spot and not to have, but you know, you cannot predict everything. Make sense, everybody? A lot of you guys online, you are judging yourself. Oh, I had the loser. Oh my gosh, you know. But those are the predictable areas, you know. The market must wave, so I know if I had 5 winners in a row buying bullish candlestick formation in an uptrend, then a retracement must come. And if I had 5 winners in a downtrend, you know, the next extension must come. Does this make sense, everybody? You must make peace with the losers. Not every loser is acceptable, not like doing stupid things on the chart, but make sense? Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, chart, train, candlestick formations. Alright, study the charts, try to think about what to do, how to do. And never forget, you're the boss of your own